From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Tisha Bader.
I'm Tisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, August the 1st, 2025. A missile was fired by the Houthis in Yemen at Israel this evening, setting off red alert sirens across several parts of the country in central Israel and parts of Jerusalem, sending residents to seek shelter in safe rooms and bomb shelters. The missile was intercepted, the IDF said. No damage or injury was reported. U.S. Special Envoy to the Mideast, Steve Witkoff, was in Gaza today, together with U.S. Ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee, to assess the humanitarian aid situation on the ground. Witkoff wrote, at the direction of the president, he and Huckabee met yesterday with Israeli officials to discuss the humanitarian situation in Gaza. Today, we spent over 5 hours inside Gaza, level setting the facts on the ground, assessing conditions, and meeting with the GHF, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, and other agencies who are distributing the aid. He said the purpose of the visit was to give the president a clear understanding of the humanitarian situation and help craft a plan to deliver food and medical aid to the people of Gaza. After the Gaza visit today, Witkoff went to the Kotel, the Western Wall in Jerusalem's Old City. The Western Wall Heritage Foundation that manages the holy site said the U.S. envoy placed a note in the wall and said, "I pray for the hostages and an end to the war in Gaza." The IDF reported today that 6 countries took part in a coordinated humanitarian airdrop said to be the largest so far in Gaza. 126 food aid packages were delivered for the residents of both southern and northern Gaza by the IDF in coordination with the United Arab Emirates, Jordan, Egypt, Spain, France, and Germany, and led by Kogat, Israeli Defense Ministry's coordinator in the territories. The Israeli consulate in New York launched a digital billboard campaign in Times Square in New York City this week, highlighting Israel's significant aid efforts in Gaza, it said, and countering Hamas's propaganda, because, it wrote, the truth matters. Germany's foreign minister is in Israel. Johann Wadafel met last night with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem, and today met with hostage families who hold German citizenship at the German embassy. The Hostage Families Forum wrote, Wadafel stated Germany's commitment to the release of all hostages, decoupled and a prerequisite from the Palestinian state issue. Israel's foreign ministry said its missions to the UAE are once again open today after a security incident last night, reportedly prompting Israel to evacuate most of its diplomatic staff. Israel also heightened its travel warning for Israelis in the UAE yesterday. The foreign ministry said today that Israel's representatives continue to operate at the embassy in Abu Dhabi and the consulate in Dubai in cooperation with local authorities, and this includes ensuring the protection of Israeli diplomats. No further information on what the security incident was. The Hostage Families Forum said it will gather tomorrow, as it does every Saturday night, at Hostages Square in Tel Aviv for a United for Their Return rally, which coincides with the beginning of Tisha B'Av. The rally will begin, the forum wrote, with a reading of the Book of Lamentations. On the day the temple was destroyed due to baseless hatred, it said, the people of Israel will stand for the hostages. Only bringing them all home will bring healing and recovery. Similar rallies are also taking place in Jerusalem and other parts of the country. The 50 hostages who remain held by terror group Hamas in Gaza have now been captive for 665 days. And here on JBS, we will have services for you for Tisha B'Av, the fast day commemorating the destruction of both the first and second temples. Services will air tomorrow, Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time from the Hampton Synagogue. You can always find more information on our website, jbstv.org. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, August the 1st. Live Shabbat services are coming up from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by Shabbat services from the Hampton Synagogue. At 8:30, Justin Pine speaks with Rabbi Dr. J.J. Schacter on Jewish insights, discussing Jewish suffering, memory, and resilience. At 9:30, Abigail Pogrebin speaks with Anthony Julius to discuss his new biography of Judaism's foundational figure, Abraham. At 10, David Harris speaks with Dalia Ziada about the Muslim Brotherhood. At 10:30, a replay of the Hampton Synagogue services, followed by a replay from Central. And coming up next, a look at this week's Torah Portion. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, August the 1st, 2025. I'm Tisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom, Am Yisrael Chai.